CTR. How y'all doing today? It's Sunday afternoon. We've got all the glass ripped out of this thing, but the back window and the wing glasses, I got to do them next. And we've been cleaning up on the windshield bed a little bit, just picking the sticky stuff off of it, getting it ready so I can hit it with a scritchy wheel. I gotta take these brackets off on both sides. I think they're just pretty well disintegrated. The windshield bed itself is solid though. It's hard to see, but it's still got paint on it. It's just kind of stained, rusty colored. You get to looking at it, it's shiny. We gotta paint the dash up. Once again, it's just stained really bad on top. You hit it with sandpaper and the paint's still there. It's really smooth. It's got a little lacquer check to it, but it'll smooth right up and paint slick. These right here, these are the little pieces of chrome that go down the A pillar right here that are on Bel Air only. Usually they eat this A pillar up real bad because they're wide at the top and it leaks past the sticky goo that there's sticky goo all over that. But it usually just eats them up and they're perforated. Man, that thing is in great shape. We're gonna clean that up and take the crap off of it. A lot of it's dirt and, you know, old cedar needles and stuff like that, oak leaves, it's rotted down. They'll come off with a scritchy wheel. I just gotta get most of the old mastic that they had on there. If you look, there's kind of a pasty glue. It's almost like putty. I think it is plumber's putty, truthfully, but it's just soft and pliable as it was when they put it on. If you look, there's the factory color under there for the top. And if you look right there, there's the factory color that it was before too. You get your light turned on. Get up there and see if it'll show up. Yeah, that's it. And there's the blue color it was from the factory. I think that light color is called Skyline Blue. I can't remember what the other one's called, Glacier Blue or something like that. This is what we're doing. The old windows were pretty rough condition. And we started filming movie. Friday night after work. And one of my cop buddies come up here and roughed me around a little bit. Old CTR was under siege by the bad cop, and he knocked windows out for me. So we've been having some pretty good fun. It's a mess to clean up, but it was worth it. We got some really good footage there. Just stay tuned. We'll have the full-on, full-length feature film, LUCKSHOT rides again. We're already promoting it a little bit, and we're just getting started into it real good. But I've got to finish this car up and put the interior back in it. Insurance company's griping at me because I haven't done it yet because it's been 110 for like a month and a half. And you just die of heat stroke trying to work. So we're getting back on it. I've got all my new kill mat in here. I really like this product. I highly recommend it. This is the 50 mil stuff, so it's the thinner product and it's cheaper. And it's unbelievable the noise difference from that loud, wide open headers. But this product right here, I went ahead and I sheeted the whole back seat brace to fireproof it. So if I want to run a fuel cell at the drag strip, I can. It's compliant with the rules. Everything's sealed up. And I even kill matted the package tray just to try and keep some heat out of the inside of the car. I've started the floor in the trunk, which is all new. It's narrowed and tubbed, and I'll probably do the whole inside of the trunk because when I get done, I think I'm gonna go ahead and upholster the inside of the trunk, make some nice clean looking stuff like a resto mod. It'll have a full trunk mat in it or a trunk carpet, whichever way I decide to go. But we've got our carpet here for this car. We've got our black and white Delray interior built for this car. We've got the headliner for it. We've got our window fuzzy channels and all of our weather stripping for the doors on the way. Got another new seal for the back. Got all the glass new. The windshield seals here. I'm waiting on the trunk seal still. I think that's it, man. I think we got this thing whipped. It's got a temporary paint job on it that turned out way better than I anticipated. If I'd known it was going to stay that good, I would have put some clear on it, man. This thing just got a promise of some paint, but we're going to go ahead and we get it all back together and closed up. I'll go ahead and tape it off, and I may do a little color blend and fix a couple of blemishes and just go ahead and lay it down and just bury it to clear to it. But I want to do some custom cool stuff to the front, and I'll probably end up putting some ghost flame stuff on it with some pearl and make a cool car out of it. I don't know that I'm going to do any of that paint work until we get done with the movie, because yeah, it may get a quarter panel skin up a little bit, you know. He's got to play a little bit of stunt work, but it's working good thus far. I've got my templates laid out for the quarter panel for his name, so I can put his badging back on. You know, I've got to put his tattoos back on, being he's an outlaw. Old LUCKSHOT on there. I've got them all peeled out and ready to cut. I'll show you how to do that too, and you don't have to have, we've got like, what is it, 12, 14 inch vinyl? 12 inch. 12 inch vinyl. And I just laid it out on the vinyl. I'll stick it to the car and then I'll cut it out. But you can do the same thing with masking tape. That's what I did the last time. And
the roll of vinyl though, 25 feet long.
Yeah, it's cheaper than the tape.
Like $10 on Amazon.
Yeah, it's cheaper than the tape and easier to handle, and you can put it on in one shot. Just put you a couple of tape marks on the car for a straight line, you know, to work it out where you want it. It's a lot easier to handle in one piece and just cut it out on the car and then airbrush your stuff on and be done with it. There's our crazy cat. It's a stray. I'm pretty sure it's half bobcat. She's got kittens and she's nuts. But she does catch mice. She stays. But anyway, we're gonna sand down all our interior window garnishments for this thing. Sand down the dash and get all the inside paint work done. I've still yet got to pull the steering wheel and hang it with the garnishments so I can prime them all at once and paint them. Outside the car, it's too big a pain in the ass to try and paint around that steering wheel. I can do it, and I've done it. I did it on her car. It's easier if it ain't on the car, and I've had this steering wheel off. Matter of fact, I put it on. 62 Impala SS. You're welcome, Lance Landmark. Cool. No, it's not for sale. If you want one, you can buy one of them $600 repop ones they got, I guess. The used ones go for more than that, I think, now. But we're getting it reined in. I got to finish my American Auto Wear harness. Like I said, I finished up my welding on all my mini tub work, so I'm ready to run wire. I didn't want to do it until I got my glass and stuff ready to go back in, get my paint work done. That way I can just keep the wires tucked up in a Walmart sack or something so they don't get overspray on them. And we'll paint the dash out and we'll start putting this thing back together. CTR. We'll see you at the end of the week. CTR, we're out here grinding the shit out of the old rut. It'll be fine. Look at that fine shot. Woo! fun. I know y'all want to be out here doing it with me. We got an extra DA sander in there if anybody want to show up. I know how all y'all love to sand rust. It's wonderful. I'll be orange man bad in a minute. But man, look at that thing shine. Look at that beautifulness. We got something to work with. Oh, I didn't clean out the spider web and rat's nest. We'll clean that up tomorrow. We got to start somewhere. Time to eat that piece of paper all to pieces. Now, we'll go through lots over at CTR. You know what? They make more of that stuff. And when they stop, we won't be able to fix these cars. I'm sure that our crazy ass fucking government's probably going to outlaw sandpaper next. I mean, they already made it criminal just for wanting to drive down the road and go to work. I guess I'll just be a criminal. CTR, I'm out. We're out here burning up air compressors. It's 101 today. Sun's went down. We're kind of just enjoying the evening because it ain't 101 no more. Better let our air compressor rest. Look at that, ain't that pretty? Can you see the flickers and the shinies? I don't know if the light's showing it very good, but I can see it in that light up there. With a silhouette sand, we'll get the bulk of it off, and if I gotta do some touch up tomorrow, so be it. It's hot. I'm sweating. Ain't cold there. Sunday evening. We've done ripped all the glass out of this thing. A hell of a mess to clean up after we busted the windows out for the movie. We got it sucked out. We're going to give her a good once over before we start putting the interior back in, but I'm going to paint it first, and we'll clean up all the dirt and ick and all that nastiness. But I got to get this stuff sanded, and I still got to sand a bunch of window garnishments for the old lady's wagon. Insert picture of wagon here. And I'm going to prime them all at once and get them ready, and then we'll paint them one car at a time because they're different colors and we don't want to overspray. But we'll hang them up and we'll paint my steering wheel. We'll paint my dash and the window beds for the front and rear glass. And we'll paint all my window garnishments at the same time. Try and conserve, and it'll be a pain in the butt, but a lot of running around and not spraying a lot of paint, but a lot of running around. And with it this hot, we may be really struggling to put the shine to it. We may hang a run trying to put the shine to it, but we're going to bury this stuff and make it look gorgeous when I get ready. Same with her car. And we may actually do our painting at night when it's, you know, down 78, 80 degrees and at 2 o'clock in the morning instead of 100, because it's a lot easier to control your flow on an even increment. You start getting outside of that window, it can be painted, but it's a lot more work managing your chemical, using different reducers and stuff to try to slow it down or speed it up. And I'm real good between 70 and 90. 100, you better paint fast. And all this small stuff, I don't want to use a big gun. I want to use my detail gun, so it don't come out as fast. It's a little easier to manage your bulk so you don't lose a lot of material, but you better lay it on and lay it on in a hurry when it gets that hot, because the old clear wants to set in about 10 minutes. So you got to pour that crap on there in a hurry. My detail gun, this is the second time I've used it. This will be. And it works really good. And it flows quite a bit more material than my last one did. My old one kind of crapped out, and I've got a new one, so I'm not used to it yet. So we may, you know, give me a little bit more breathing room till I get used to it on this pass. Don't give up. What are we going to do? Hang and run it? We'll sand her off, paint her again if it's that bad, or we'll hang it in the car and say, boy, that run looks good compared to what it did look like. We got them before pictures too. Don't let nobody give you no crap about driving something that ain't perfect. Get out there and fix them cars. Go enjoy them. And don't wait for them to be done before you go drive them. They're never done. You're always going to want to do more stuff to them. Go enjoy the car. Take them kids, get them ice cream cones. Go give a stranger a ride that's never rode in a 55 Chevy. CTR, I'm out. What's doing, buddy? They get one of me to go around, I'm getting old, bud. I want awesome for you, but you're gonna have to fucking help me here. You're not making this shit HPP. Counting on you, LUCKSHOT. You just fucking roll that shit away. Hey, LUCKSHOT, wheel some more rust away from this crap. Make it not HPT. You gotta talk to these things. Don't be ashamed. They like attention. They like being helped. They'll cooperate. You've got to love on them a little bit. Show them a little love. Talk to them. These cars got personalities like people. Look at that shiny car coming out there. Can you see that in your viewfinder?
Maybe.
Can you see that? We're winning. It's a way the hell after dark. If you look, the beer cans are stacking up. It takes a lot of beer to do this shit. Keep it grinding.